A couple of weeks ago, I participated in Lovable's first SheBuilds Hackathon. Someone was kind enough to send me a link to the application. There were over 3,000 women who applied, and I think originally they were going to select 60 women, but there were so many impressive ideas that they opened it up, and over 200 women participated in the hackathon. But guess what? We had 48 hours to deliver a fully functional product. Now, Lovable is a no code platform that lets you build just about anything, an app, a SaaS, a website, forms, anything by simply prompting. It's called vibe coding. Now, I had been tinkering with vibe coding on another platform for a minute, and it just felt clunky, and I was running into all types of problems and issues that I became really frustrated and gave up. So when this opportunity came along, I felt like, you know what, let me give this a try. I had this idea. I recently ran across an article about agentic shopping, and agentic shopping is the new way that we as consumers are shopping. We are no longer going to Google to type in a few keywords to find what we want. We are having conversations, full conversations with AI agents like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and that scared me. I was like, I am a small business owner. I have a Shopify store, and I was like, will my store be found if people are looking for my type of product? So the name of my store is Minky Blue, and I sell organizational travel and work bags. And so if a consumer was looking for a lightweight travel bag that fits under the seat of an airplane, that has compartments for your shoes or your lunch, and it's under $200, and they're having this conversation, will Minky Blue come up? And I was thinking, I don't think so. I don't know if my store is even ready. Like, what do I have to do to be found on AI? And so this was my challenge. I don't have background in coding. I've never built an app before at all, but I accepted the challenge. And remember, I had 48 hours to build this out. So I want to show you what I built in 48 hours and the one thing that got me stuck for 9 hours straight. So let's get into it. So this is where you're going to land when you come into the Lovable platform. And here's where you're going to put your prompt to start building out your product. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to pull up my SaaS product that I built during the hackathon. And I'm so proud of it. I mean, just to be able to finish this within 48 hours was such a challenge. It was very rewarding, but I got to tell you, I learned a lot about myself during this process, and I really almost gave up. But um, yeah, this was really great. And again, the whole idea is to be able to help small businesses like mine get found on these AI surfaces like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, and so to prepare your store so that you don't miss out. We don't miss out when customers are looking for our products. So the way that this works is that there are two ways that you can analyze your products on here. The first way is a free scan, and really it's a public scan as if someone was going to look at your website. What the AI does is it'll review your titles, it'll look at your descriptions, your images, and it'll tell you what needs to be improved, and it'll make suggestions. And so I'm using Minky Blue. Again, I'm using my store as a case study on here. So the whole idea is to be able to connect to a Shopify store through Lovable to analyze the products. Now, when I started this process, again, I'm going to mention it was 2 weeks ago. And so I had no idea what I was getting into. But let's go ahead. I want to do the free scan. So let's go ahead and look at it through the URL, the Lovable URL. And I'm going to go ahead and do the free scan here. And I'm going to sign up as a new user. So let's go test 03. And I am still developing this out. So I'm still working on this. Oh, here we go. Okay, so when you come in here, it tells you that you're at the free scan. And if you wanted more in-depth analysis, then you would have to upgrade the plan. So what's happening here is that you land in the dashboard. And what I had to do was get Lovable to connect to Shopify. Again, this was 2 weeks ago. And I had to really learn how to build an app within an app. And I didn't know, again, I didn't know what I was getting into. But in order to connect Lovable to Shopify, I had to go to Shopify partners and figure out and learn as I was going, how do I build an app within inside of Lovable so that it can read my store? And I spent 9 hours trying to get it to work, trying to figure it out. And it was, I almost gave up. And I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get this done within 48 hours. And then something just clicked and I had to stop and I had to really think through it because I was going nonstop. It's like, what can I do to make this work? And so what I did was build a dummy store. I just pulled in my Minky Blue products and created a dummy store so that technically Lovable isn't connected to my Shopify store, but we can still run the analysis through my dummy store. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to click here and it's going to say try the demo store. And all it did was pulled in my images over here so that now we can run the analysis on each product that it pulled in, or we can do it individually, or we can select it all and the AI will run through everything. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this one just so that you can see what happens here. So we're going to analyze the Amber backpack, and it's going to tell me what's happening with this. Is it ready? What do I need to have changed and all of that? So let's give it a couple of more seconds. And then it came back, it analyzed it. It gave me a 5.5 out of 10 points. Excuse me, a 5.4. So there are a lot of things that I can change in here. And AI is telling me everything that needs to be optimized to make it, better for the AI searchers, or so that people can find the product in the AI searches. So this was what it was all about. So again, I built this within 48 hours a couple of weeks ago, trying to get things to work between Shopify and Lovable. But I am so excited. Just 4 days ago, Lovable and Shopify have partnered. And so now I can just click a button to integrate my Shopify store within Lovable. And so I started the project all over again because I had some new ideas on what I wanted to do. And it's coming along really nice. Now, it doesn't go without some challenges. I'm still having some challenges, but I'm still developing along the way. Now I want to show you what we can do with Shopify integrated inside of Lovable to make my SaaS even better. So this is so exciting because it now has the Shopify integration that's inside Lovable. Now I'm using it here. So let me show you what it did. I clicked the button in Lovable and said, hey, I want a Shopify store and this is what I'm doing. So it actually built out the dummy store, just how I did during the hackathon. I uploaded, I had to manually upload my products to create a dummy store. Just like that, Shopify created a dummy store that allows me to test my app while inside Lovable. And it has these products in here. It looks like snowboards. It just randomly picked that. I didn't have anything to do with that, but it has customers in here. So this is a great way to test whatever you're building using Shopify. So let's continue to test my app over here. I'm going to go ahead and do the paid plan because I already showed you how you can do the free scan. What I failed to mention, which is actually a big thing, and as I'm scrolling here, I don't even have it on the landing page. If you don't have a Shopify store and you're looking to start an e-commerce store, you'll now be able to add a new Shopify store right here within the platform. So I got to make sure that that is known here on the landing page. So let's go ahead and see what this new integration does inside of Lovable. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this monthly plan here. And the whole idea is to be able to connect it to an app. So we have dummy data here. And again, I'm just going to put in this information just to show you that we can go through the payment plan through here. I should say the payment process and all dummy data. I'm going to unclick this. And then we should come up with a page that allows us to install the app. So let's see what's going to happen. Yay, 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 yay. It is working. It is working. Let me turn this off. And so it says, welcome to Starter. So my payment process flow is working. I clicked on the starter plan. So it says, connect your store. Connect your store. So this is going to install the app. And again, if you don't have a store, you can build your Shopify store right within this platform. So we're going to go ahead and install the app. I'm going to put the name of, oops, that's not it. Let me go get the name of my store over here. Grab that really quick and then go back over here, and I'm going to put the URL here. Let's see, myshopify.com. The other thing I wanted to say, yes, 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 it's working. Wow. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You can see that I've done a couple of scans here. It actually has my Minky Blue scan in here as well. So you're allowed to be able to scan a few stores actually on the Pro plan. So I'm going to have to work that out as well. But everything that we talked about is here. You can see a couple of the kinks that I have. This is a scan of the dummy store, the Shopify dummy store that's here with the products. I do see an issue here. It's not giving me any information about what needs to be fixed. I am on a paid plan, so I should be able to see something. So I'm going to have to fix that. But let's see if I don't know. Let's see if we do this, what will happen. So if I go all the way here, which I still should be able to see some information, but I want to see what comes out of this. So yeah, there's still some issues that I got to work out because it's asking me to connect the store again. I'll go ahead and do it and see what happens here to see if it actually gives me any information. No, still got some things to work through, but I am really happy about this. I persevered through all of the challenges and I love it. I'm actually enjoying this process. So let me know if you would be interested in being a tester, beta tester. You can sign up here for the wait list, and I look forward to hearing from you. See you in the next video.